This is a historic moment in this state's history. And because of your hard work, because of your dedication, we sit here tonight leading a 42-year incumbent. One way or the other, I promise you this, whether it's tomorrow or whether it's 3 weeks from tonight, we will stand victorious in this race.
Oh no, this was big last night. We were coming back from the Dave Bratt rally in Glen Allen, Virginia. We had 625 authentic conservatives at this packed to the rafters deal for Bratt. It was so much fun and so invigorating. We were just on a high, all of us in the SUV coming back, and I'm like, Julia, check Mississippi. What's going on in Mississippi? And at first she's, well, McDaniel might be down a point or two, and I'm like, oh no, it's a buzzkill. Chris McDaniel has got to take out Thad Cochran. That shouldn't even be close in Mississippi at this point. And then of course we turned around and then we saw, in fact, Chris was up about a point, but still below that 50% mark that you need. Now, it turns out that the runoff takes place in a few weeks, but the momentum is with McDaniel.
If you look at how these runoffs work, and if you look at who has the most energy and whose supporters have the most energy, things look really bleak for Thad Cochran. You talk to Republicans in Washington, they think he'll lose that runoff.
Well, he will lose the runoff, and if I have to go down to Mississippi to ensure that, I will. State Senator Chris McDaniel, we are so thrilled that you're with us, and congratulations on a great showing last night.
Hey, thank you. Thank you. It was truly historical. The idea that it's funny, we won the race, but we can't quite claim the victory. Yet at the same time, we know in 3 weeks we're going to be successful.
Now, what are your plans over the next 3 weeks? Because you never want to count your chickens before they're hatched. And Thad Cochran still has a lot of powerful friends, although even the folks over at Politico, Jim Vandehei kind of looked like he lost his best friend, having to say that, well, it's kind of with the Tea Party guy. It looks like the energy's with him. But still, you don't want to just rest on your laurels. So you do still have to get the vote out, and a lot fewer people will turn out in the runoff probably than turned out last night.
Yeah, that's fair to say, and we will. We're going to keep working. We're about to hit the road right here in a few minutes. We won't stop for the next 3 weeks. Mississippians are ready for change. They're conservatives, they're strong, they're fighters, and they need a fighter in Washington, D.C., and that's exactly what we're going to bring them. So over the next 3 weeks, we'll keep doing what we've been doing, and that is to get out there, meet as many Mississippians as we can, and talk about Senator Cochran's record and talk about my record.
Well, the Democrats say that, they might now have some opportunity with Travis Childers, who would start his general election bid right after this runoff settles. And if you win the runoff, Democrats have a shot. What's your response to that?
Well, that's silly. It's very, very unlikely. The polls show right now we're beating whichever Democrat they put up by double digits. And the last time they tried this was 2012 when Barack Obama was 2010. I'm sorry, 2008 when Barack Obama was at the top of the ticket. And they ran a former governor against a senator and still lost by 10 points. So it's very, very unlikely. I wish them the best, and I look forward to a spirited debate with whoever they send our way.
Senator, we want to play you a soundbite from what's happening, not in your state, but it's affecting every state. Namely, the fact that our administration now is at war with our immigration law, clearly refusing to enforce it and facilitating the transport of illegal immigrants within the interior of the United States. Most recently, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of illegal immigrants being bused from Texas to Phoenix, Arizona, and then to points unknown. Listen to this report from last night.
In a letter to the president, the governor saying she's concerned that neither her office nor the Department of Homeland Security or Arizona Department of Homeland Security were notified of this. She's calling for an immediate end of what she's calling a dangerous policy, and the consulate says he's hoping that this is stopped by the end of the week. ICE has not gotten back to us today.
What are your thoughts on a Homeland Security Department that refuses to be accountable to the rule of law or to the people now grossly affected by this crush of people being bussed in?
Well, it's shameful. It's embarrassing. We are a nation of laws, not of men or women. And what this administration has done, it's flaunted that over the last several years. And it's something that we can't allow to stand. Someone from Congress needs to be speaking out. These senators need to be speaking out. And strangely enough, what we hear is a lot of silence.
Right.
But,
right. Thank you, Chris. McCain, nothing. Jeff Flake, nothing. Eric Cantor, John Boehner, nothing. We've heard from no Republican in a position of leadership on this issue that is boiling over in the Southwest right now. And then the people, it's not nothing personal against them, but they're here illegally, and they're going to be coming to every other state as well. And nothing from the Republicans, and of course nothing from Thad Cochran.
Of course. And look, in this context, silence is complicity. Silence is complicity. We have an obligation to stand aside for what we believe, and we've had enough of people compromising and surrendering, and this is just another example of that.
State Senator Chris McDaniel, best of luck in the next few weeks. I'm sure we'll check back in with you, but that was an impressive showing. I wish we could have gotten you over the 50% mark so you could have just started the general election, but that's okay. I'm very confident of your chances for ultimate victory, and you deserve a lot of credit for having a lot of courage. Thank you so much.